man. Let me just address the dumb shit that somebody just said in the comment real fast. I'm not worried about going to work. I'm not worried about nobody in the street, man. So if you know, if y'all really think I'm worried about it, obviously I wouldn't have went live just now, riding through the street. So if y'all think I'm worried about anything, obviously I'm not. Anyway, I digress, man. Anyway, you already know what it is, man. I'm here to talk shit about the Xbox community. Oh, man. Y'all took another L this week, I heard. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, on a serious note, look, I gotta say something before I even start clowning these cats, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind going live doing the riding with Jimmy, but the reason that I told y'all I was gonna slow down is because y'all gotta understand, man, people trying to dox me and post information and all of that, and that's fine. Like, I don't care about that. Like, I'm not worried about nobody actually approaching me or anything like that or trying to come at me, and I'm not worried about that. I grew up in the street, so that's normal. That's normal. But the thing is, it's not worth me looking at my video and I got like 400 views. It's not worth it. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not going live. I got niggas following my live stream to try and post personal information about me. For me to get 400 views, it ain't worth it. So that's why I told y'all, if y'all like the series, y'all gotta support it. So if y'all like the riding with Jimmy, support it and I'll do it. I'm not gonna be sitting up here having niggas trying to dox me for 400 views. It ain't worth it. Your Guardian Legends, I appreciate that donation. Thank you. That was a big donation. That's a good way to start the day off. So that's why I don't do them. But I heard a few of y'all been hitting me up. Y'all been like, yo, I like listening to this when I'm at work, da-da-da. And I like doing them. You know what I mean? I like joking around with y'all in the morning. I like doing that little morning stream content for y'all. But like I said, it got to a point where it became too ignorant because people was doing like a lot of personal shit that was not needed. So if y'all like them, I'll do them. I don't have no problem doing them. So anyway, with that being said, enough about the fuck boys. Let's talk about the fuck boys and girls of the Xbox community. Alright, so anyway, Pubg came out, and to my surprise, the game is actually native 4K on Xbox. That surprised me. I ain't finna grab nothing, man. Listen, man, y'all don't be understanding. I went through a situation like that already, and the motherfucker pulled up on me. I told y'all that. That's how I ended up getting arrested. I don't like talking about it, but that's how I got arrested. Somebody did the same shit, and the boy pulled up. That's why you got to take threats serious. When somebody threatens you, you got to take that serious. I mean, when somebody say they're going to do something to you physically, you need to take that serious. Because somebody might be crazy enough to do it. But what y'all didn't understand is that it's a form of dry snitching when somebody takes something of yours that's personal and post it, right? Because it's like a cowardly thing. And I don't want to get too much into it because I don't really like talking about coward shit. But the bottom line is anybody can use that information. It ain't just the one person. When you post the shit publicly, anybody can use that information. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I viewed that like, okay, let me go over here since people now fucking with this like they should, and I'm getting harassed like I am. It ain't worth, like I said, getting harassed to the point where people want to get in your public life is not worth 400 views. But anyway, enough crying about that. Yeah, so Pubg came out on Xbox, and to my surprise, I was looking at some footage of it, and it looks pretty good. It actually looks good as far as the resolution. But the problem with Xbox, and I'm gonna say it, Xbox community get mad at me, act like they don't see it, but I'll say it. I'll say it for y'all, like I'll tell y'all. It's the way that they render the textures is the problem. They use dynamic resolution scales, and Microsoft needs to stop doing that. PlayStation uses checkerboard rendering, which I actually like that better than the dynamic scaling for the simple fact that when you use dynamic scaling, the resolution could vary from 4K all the way down to 720, and that's a problem because you can't go from 4K to 720 and not see it. Like, I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. I'm playing Titanfall 2 on the Xbox One X, right? And I played it on PlayStation and beat it, so I'm playing it on Xbox, and I'm like almost at the end of it, right? The PlayStation 1 held its resolution. The Xbox One X version, there's times when you're running and the grass looks like you're on an Xbox 360. The wall textures look like Xbox 360. And that's because it's downscaled. And the problem with the downscaling and the upscaling and that scaling, that dynamic scaling that Xbox is doing, is just too radical. So it makes games look ugly. And that's the problem. They need to just do what PlayStation is doing and use checkerboard. Just stay at 1800 or 1400 and above and give people 60 frames and you will have the better console. I don't know why Xbox doesn't understand that, but this is why PlayStation is killing them, because they understand people don't want their games to look ugly. PlayStation knew this ever since the PS1. PS1 games look horrible now, but when the PS1 came out, PlayStation came in the door understanding that people don't want their games to look ugly. That's the main thing. You can have 5000K. What difference does 5000K make when your game is going to downscale all the way to 720p? Guy over here thinking he cool and shit in the morning. Fuck out the road. Fuck wrong with him, son? Anyway, back to my chill mode, because I had a road rage moment. But anyway, yeah, that's the problem with PUBG. The game is 4K, but what difference is 4K when your textures is scaling from 720 to 4K? And no, I don't have an accurate number, but it's obvious that the textures are downscaling and upscaling back and forth, and that looks ugly. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, PUBG kind of exposed Xbox. Now, what I want to say, look, y'all talking about me screaming at the guy. Guy was stupid what he just did. Sometimes you need to scream at suckers. Anyway, damn, everybody tight this morning. But anyway, what I was gonna say is that, see, this is the problem. The Xbox One X is being held back by the Xbox One, right? Clearly, PUBG is another indicator of them not being able to like jump leaps and bounds past Xbox One. And the problem with that is the Xbox One didn't come out with enough games in mind for the Xbox One X. That's the problem. So you get these games that you think are going to be these amazing Xbox One X titles, and they let you down. And honestly, I have to, like I said in my review of the Xbox One, I feel like there's no reason to buy it. I brought it, I'm enjoying it, but there's so little moments to benefit the purchase that I could never justify telling somebody to pay $500 for this thing. It's just, it ain't there, man. It ain't there. And I know dudes get mad at me when I say that, but I'm not gonna sit up here and lie either. Star Gaming, what's good, fam? And that's the truth. The bottom line is, when you look at things like PUBG, prime example, why would you pay $500 for PUBG when if you pay $500 plus you brought an S for $300 and you brought an X for another $500, for $1,300 you could play PUBG in 4K on your PC. Yeah, dudes be mad thirsty. I was let the girl cross. This guy went to go around and he almost ran her over. It's freezing out here. Let people cross the street, my man. You in the car chilling. Let the pedestrians cross, man. Yeah, everybody out here wilding, boy. But anyway, yeah, so PUBG's the latest game to expose the Xbox One X as not worth $500. Pretty much that's where we're at. So there's a lot of damage control all over the internet, and the Xbox community, you deserve it. You deserve to be made fun of. You deserve to be joked about, because Bond released a video, and in the video he shows them saying that it's a 4K machine, no compromises, higher frame rates. You can't have games in 2017 and 2018 that are actually dip into single digits. You can't. That's unacceptable. Now, Xbox is going to use the excuse. Come on, man. Xbox is going to use the excuse that they're in preview mode, which is going to save them for the more logical argument. But for the people in the streets, for these PlayStation and Xbox console boys, you're getting fried. You're getting roasted, Xbox community. You are getting that work, okay? So yeah, PUBG is the latest game. I want to play it, but for some reason I can't justify $30 for a game that runs at 2014 frames. I'm sorry, yo. Wait, the X is what? Let me read this comment. The X is 388 over here after tax. Not even close to worth it. Nah, 688. Nah. He said the Xbox One X uncompromised cinematic experience. Yeah, man, I mean, yeah, but the thing about PUBG being an open world game too, I didn't understand why they would even try to take that on and make it like a big title. because they promoted this like it was like a big deal for Xbox. And I get why they did it, because it sold so many units on the PC. But that's insulting when you say that, and that's very insulting. He said those soup textures are lit. And yo, Digital Foundry pulled out the soupy comment on Xbox One X. That's bad. That's what I told y'all. Digital Foundry is like weird, man. 1 minute they're praising things that are trash, and the next minute they're slaying things. I'm like, I don't know. It's like they be just on some, yo, man, we just bodied your game. How much bread you got for us to take out some of these terms that we used, like soupy textures. And it seems like some days they just get paid not to say that shit, because there's certain things that they say and I'll be like, that's not really a good, accurate way of putting that. And then it's like, if you listen to the way they word it in a way where you can't hold them to it. So everybody's playing games, man. Everybody's playing games. But anyway, Xbox community, man, here's the mistake that Xbox made, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna really say this, and I know dudes is gonna get mad in the quote-unquote Xbox community that hear this. The Xbox One X is on a pace to just not ever be worth buying throughout this entire cycle. The reason I'm saying that, hear me out, is because the PlayStation 3 made the same mistake that the Xbox One made. We all know it. But the PlayStation 3 took, I believe, 3 to 4 years to rectify the mistake. You know what I mean? And they actually rectified the mistake during the life of the PS3 and came back and actually won. Now, the Xbox One X, I thought was going to do the same thing. But it's not looking like they're going to do that. And then on top of it, the reason that it's looking spooky for the Xbox One X or the Xbox One in general is because it's been 4 years since the console's been out. And they still have not rectified the problem, which is the lack of games. And it doesn't look like this is going to be rectified till the earliest is the mid next year or 2019. And that's not good, because according to my research, Xbox One is going to have only 3 games next year. And possibly one of those games, who knows if it's going to even come out. And I'm talking about Crackdown 3, because I'm telling you, the way that game looked, if they bring that game out on Xbox One, it's going to be the same results as PUBG. I'm telling y'all that now. I saw it, and I'm telling y'all that now. They got a lot of work to do in that game. Now, let me read that donation. Xbox fans should all be clowned for saying the dumbest things. Remember, D-Bash said PC owners would use... Wait. PC owners would leave PC for X. Yeah, he did say that. The problem with PC versus Xbox is until they make Xbox or PlayStation or any console an open platform, which means you can take parts out, they're never going to be able to say console and PC in the same sentence. That's the problem with a lot of these Xbox dudes too. If PC and Xbox were so similar, you wouldn't have Windows 10 having all the games on it if it was so similar like people thought. Why would you have Windows 10 when you can buy an Xbox One X? Obviously, that tells you there's a disparity between the games right there. That's a telltale sign that, hey, PC games must run better, because you have Xbox One, which is entry level, Xbox One X, which is mid level, and then you have Windows 10, which is expert level of gaming. I'm talking about quality wise. But yes, the Xbox community at this point deserves to be called out, clowned, and roasted. As far as the D-Bash dude and all of those other guys, I had my little moments when I got to go back and forth with them. And if y'all paid attention to how that went, they were obviously wrong and I was right. Of course, nobody gave me my props for having those conversations with them and being completely right. Of course, I was right at the moment, and everybody was clowning. Oh, Jimmy don't know what he's saying. Da, 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 da. Jimmy turned out to be 1,000% right, didn't he? But anyway, I digress. One day, somebody will go into the archives and pick up all of those things that I was right about. Just like they pick up all of the things and try to say I'm wrong about. But it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about that community just needing to understand one thing, man. Stop praising bullshit and ask for good shit. And I saw somebody tweet yesterday that Zaire said you have to start asking for better from the platform that you prefer. And I'm sitting there scratching my head like, wait a minute, isn't this the same thing I got ridiculed for and I get constantly attacked for on YouTube and Twitter? Don't I get attacked for saying that, hey, Xbox needs to fix this, Xbox needs to fix that? Just like I'm saying right now, Xbox needs games. They need to just focus on games. Stop running around with false advertising, talking about 4K, no compromise, higher frame rates. Meanwhile, you have games that are multi-plat that run at lower frame rates than the PlayStation. Come on. How do you have games that run at lower frame rates than the PlayStation? And you're supposed to have this high-power console? Come on. So they deserve to be clowned for that, yes. PlayStation is focusing on the most important thing, games. Now, I remember I got attacked when I said that the Xbox One X UI should have been 4K. Then Digital Foundry releases a video, which I tweeted multiple times, and nobody on the Xbox community wanted no smoke with that tweet when I said that the Digital Foundry actually said that they believe that one of the reasons that the Xbox One X is having a hardware issue is because of the display, which is something I was saying before, and people, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, it does. The console is a 4K console, and it's dipping between 1080p and 4K. That can cause conflicts because it should stay natively at 4K just to keep the stress off the machine from going back and forth. Oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Digital Foundry releases a video saying that that's one of the possibilities. What happened? What happened? What happened? Crickets. So yeah, the Xbox community is a fucking laughable joke, and that's why I don't want to be a part of it. And yeah, they should be clowned for shit like this, and I don't feel bad, and I'm gonna laugh all day on Twitter today, just like I did yesterday. Because guess what? I can laugh and admit that this shit's true and still go play my Xbox with no problem. Why? Because when I want to play 4K 60, I'm gonna turn on that PG. I said PG, PC. Delusional had his so-called $12,000 PC. Man, honestly, I don't even like saying them dudes' names or talking about them at all, because I feel like they're like, to me, the Xbox community and these four figures guys are like, you know what they're like? They're like the term, the devil tricked everybody into believing he didn't exist. Because they're like the devil. They're like the devil. What blows me away the most is I'm over here, like a prime example, I put together a montage of Assassin's Creed Origins. That is a native 4K video. Do you know how much gigs it took just to capture all that footage? Literally, it's like literally 168 gigs worth of footage. That video took 2 days to edit. I got 200 views. Meanwhile, you get people who'll come on here and lie right to your face about what the Xbox has inside of it and what it's going to do next year, and get to 20,000 views. And I'm starting to realize I don't know if it's worth it keeping it real on YouTube no more, man. So more power to them, because I don't want to seem like when I talk about them, I feel like I'm being a hater, because I'm telling you the truth and they're lying to you, but they're so successful for lying. How can you really even knock it? Like, to me, if I'm getting 1 million views and you getting 100,000, and I start talking shit about you, it's like I'm hating on you, even though, you know, you're lying. So at a point, I'll be feeling like I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to seem like a hater. But I am amazed that those dudes lie to people constantly and get thousands and thousands and thousands of views. And they're not at all honest in telling the truth. But I get called a liar constantly, all the time on YouTube and Twitter. But these guys are known liars, and they get so much praise and accolades for it. I be like, shit, let me not say nothing, because I don't want to hate on them brothers, because they making it big, they doing their thing. So that's why I don't really talk too much about them on my channel, because, hey, if a lie is more entertaining than the truth, then there you have it. Because I know one of them like to say that quote all the time, and that is the proof in the pudding in itself. The fact that a lie is more entertaining than the truth, and you got a group of liars literally running laps around the views that I get. So I be wondering too, when people be calling me a liar, why y'all not in these dudes' comment sections calling them liars? Like, when people be attacking me and shit, if I go to one of these dudes' videos where they're clearly lying, which I don't even do no more, because I realize this community's full of shit, period. But when I see people saying, knowing these guys are lying, I go in their comments and there's not one person calling them out for it. Now, granted, they block and delete comments, of course, but not like how I get it. Not like how I get it. I get called a liar all the time, and I'm the one that went to school for some of this shit. I'm like, wow, okay. And I get called a liar. So, more power to the liars out there that's making it big on YouTube. They getting some nice money, man. I see you. I got to play the games on the Xbox One. Was compatibility correct? That's one of the things they did right. If you play the game on the Xbox One, you do get to take advantage of the better hardware. So they actually did that right. That's one of the things they did right. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta flip the screen around because of where I'm at. So I'm reading the comments now. Yeah, I know they delete comments, but the bottom line is, look at how many people that's actually in the comments sucking them off. Like, y'all want to hear something crazy? I'm going to say it flat out. I'm going to say something that y'all never heard said before. And it's going to get people mad when I say it, but I'm going to say it to you. I'm going to reveal a secret to y'all right now. Something y'all don't know about these dudes on YouTube. And I'm talking about the Xbox community. Get ready, because this is gonna make people very upset what I'm about to say. You know that they're botting their likes and comments and stuff, right? Like, well, you know how they accuse me of botting? You know, a lot of those comments and likes and that stuff that they get, those are like actually botted. Now, I'm not saying they're actually paying to get botted, but they have fans that are botting their videos for them. I don't know if y'all know that, but I was able to figure it out when all of the shit was going on with me, and I was looking around. I'm like, wait a minute. These people clearly are doing this and clearly are doing that. Nobody says a word. One of them actually made a video, and he said in the video, let's check this out what I'm about to say. He said in the video that he had a problem with my network, and a lot of his subs got deleted. And I told you, the network I'm on, if you got fake subs and you're botting and all that, they won't let you on the network. So I'm not gonna say who that person was, because the video is out there, it's public, the person still has it on their channel. But I was able to talk to my network, and I found out some interesting shit. And the bottom line is, a lot of these dudes are actually getting botted. Like, I don't even know if they know. Like, I'm not gonna sit up and say, hey, this guy's paying for it. He's paying for those views, he's paying for those profiles, those comments. But I know for a fact that there's definitely some botting going on there. I don't think it's them doing it, but they have like radical fans that are botting these guys up. And I'm sitting here like, why? Like, what the hell is wrong with the Xbox community? Why is this full of so many retarded, mentally ill motherfuckers? So I don't know what that's about, but I know that when I look at some of the shit that was going on, I said, yeah, this is 1000% some bot boy issue. So I said, of course that's what I'm seeing. Of course that's what I'm seeing. Of course, let me see if my signal's good. Pull over right here. He said sad. Yeah, but now y'all can see my face. I wanted to tell y'all that because I found that to be like so humorous that dudes will go from, cause like when I was getting attacked by dudes, I was noticing some of the profiles that was leaving nasty comments for me was leaving good comments on their videos, the ones that I came across. And I said, wait a minute, why is this person like mass botting, disliking my shit, and over here leaving nice comments and all of that? And I'm like, oh, put two and two together. If you're botting my shit down and this guy's shit is going up, put two and two together. What do we got going on here? So shout out to the Xbox community though, man, because they not gonna die, they multiply. They not going nowhere, kid. They here to stay. Love them or hate them. They gonna get those views and they gonna get that money. How can they get rid of that shit? Fortnite is lit. That's crazy because Fortnite is running better than PUBG on Xbox. And it's a free game. And then you have PUBG, which is preview pay, and it's $30, and Fortnite is free, and it runs at 4K and at a better frame rate. And that's crazy because they were complaining about Fortnite's resolution on Xbox One X until they saw PUBG. Now, Fortnite's frame rate is considered actually good on Xbox One X because PUBG's is so bad. Now, the funny thing is, Xbox insisted that Fortnite be 4K. They insisted that PUBG be 4K. Maybe they need to realize you need to go to 1800p or 1440p and give people the 60 that they want. Because if you can hit 4K 30, you can do 1440p 60. I have not played Fortnite yet. I keep meaning to play it, but I don't be having the time to try it. But I know one thing's for certain, though. The 4K thing, they need to stop. Xbox needs to just go ahead and give people the 60. If you give people the 60, they will be happy. It's obvious that they just need to go ahead, take the hit, and give people the 60 frames. If Xbox was smart, they would target 60 frames and not even talk about resolution no more. Whatever games could do 4K, fine. Even if you got to be 1080p, give people 60 frames and start targeting that your games are 60 frames, and Xbox could win the console war. Nah, I don't know about that, but they could actually jump a huge amount if they do that. PlayStation just got too many exclusives for them to lose to Xbox, but they can actually come close. 1400p is being looked over. You know why it's being looked over? On consoles, and I don't know why. That should be the console standard now, not 4K. I agree. But you got to understand the reason that they're looking over 1440p is because that's a dirty word. They want to sell TVs too. PC over the X1 any day. Facts. But y'all got to understand something. They want to sell TVs. People are going to go, hey, I don't need a 4K TV if most of the games are 1440p. That's why PlayStation keeps marketing 1440p games as 4K or as pro patched. They don't say 1440p. They say 4K or pro patch. You notice that, right? Because people hear 1440 and go, hey, that's close to 1080. I don't need that. When they hear 4K, they go, hey, that's something different. I need that. It's a marketing ploy. Both of them have to market their games at 4K in order to get people to feel like, hey, this is worth an upgrade. I'm at 1080p. Why would I go to 1440p? I'll just stay at 1080p. So they got to keep running out and saying 4K, 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 and giving you a good amount of 4K content to justify you saying, hey, I have a 4K machine, or I invested in 4K. Where's my 4K at? So they're going to constantly run this 4K shit into the dirt. They're going to run that into the ground. It's not going nowhere. That's just going to be how it's going to be. It is a dumb marketing ploy to us, but to people that's content with their console, it's not dumb. Because think about it. If most PlayStation games are 1440p and you got a 1080p TV, you're not going to run out and spend another $2,000 on a TV just for 1440p. So they have to market it that way in order for you to feel like, hey, it's worth me upgrading. Because let's be honest, even me, I like new things. I like shiny new toys. But if I know I'm on 1080p and my 1080p TV is a good 1080p TV, I'm not going to throw that out for a 1440p TV. He said I need to be practicing in Gears. Yeah, I know. I might not play the Gears though. I told Bond I would play him, and if I lose or win, whoever wins goes to play press start. I got too many things on my plate. I gotta play Hard 8. You know what I mean? I got too much on my plate, man. I don't need to be lose. If I lose the Gears competition and the Hard 8, Jesus Christ, I won't hit the end of that. And I don't need to start my year off on no bullshit like that. I just don't. So I probably will be doing one and not the other, more than likely. I don't think I'm doing both. Let's share the L's around here, because somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. So I don't need to be losing everything. Let's mitigate the damages. But I should have been practicing. I should have been. You ain't lying about that. But I haven't been. I haven't had time, yo. I just haven't had time. Like, I be wanting to play games, but I've been playing, like, single-player shit. You know, I peck away at it, beat a game here, beat a game there. Oh, Lord. Anyway, though, man, I wanted to do the stream real fast to give y'all something to listen to and talk about. I'm about to get off. I gotta go. I don't feel good either, man. This fucking weather is freezing in New York. But I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Y'all be good, man. Thank you to everybody that pulled up. I appreciate the support. What else can I say, man? I think I'm supposed to play Heartache this weekend too, by the way. So, and I want to play Heartache and Uncharted as well. So I know he's gonna duck me on that Uncharted, but you know what I mean? I want to play him in The Last of Us and Uncharted. I want to play him in both games. I want to play him in both. And I want to play Smooth on a PlayStation game. I don't want to play him on an Xbox game. Just because I want it to be a PlayStation game. I want to beat him on a PlayStation game so bad. So, I want to play Smooth in like Uncharted or The Last of Us, something that he plays. But anyway, I'm out of here, yo. Y'all be good. Peace and love, man. Thank you to everybody that donated, and thank you to everybody that hit the like button. A few of y'all did hit the like button today. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I'll try to do more of these more frequently. All right? Peace.